Hello and welcome to True Guidance Tarot. I am Adriana Teodoro-Dier. I'm a spiritual medium and intuitive reader, your guide to a higher perspective. I have a message for Scorpio today. This is a channeled and guided message from the other side, from Spirit and my guides, that is going to help you and benefit you on your spiritual journey this week. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm pleased to ask you to consider subscribing so that we can keep this channel growing, keep this positive energy coming. So let's start with your first card, Scorpio. This is the energy from the universe. This is the energy presented to you by the universe this week. And we have this lovely, powerful card. This is a very interesting card to come up for you in this position. In fact, with a lot of the other signs, it has come up in this position. And what we're talking about here is being very clear about your desires, being very clear about what your deepest desire truly is. Not the desire that causes you pain because it's not fulfilled, but what the true deep desire is. There's a little face, he's hidden. Can you see him? He's right there, and he's got the water coming out of his mouth. So we're looking for guidance. We're looking for information flowing to you from a deeper place, because we can't even see the source of that water. So we know it's coming from a very deep place. And we're asking for that guidance to say, what is it truly that I want, that I truly desire? The interesting thing about people on this card is they don't have their eyes open. So first of all, that can mean a couple things, but what just shot through for you is that we're really looking inward. We're not looking about grabbing something from the outside to fulfill a desire. We're really looking at coming to terms with that internal desire and finding out how that internal desire can be fulfilled from the inside. So let's keep going with these. Interesting, because the next card we have is the Hanged Man. So what's coming through with our Hanged Man is the idea of shifting your perspective. And what I just talked about, I believe, is this perspective shift they're talking to you about. That any desire you have has to be met and fulfilled on the inside first before it can be brought to you in the outside world. Grabbing something from the outside to fulfill an inner desire doesn't actually fill that hole. It doesn't fill that gap. There's still a wanting, there's still a feeling of lack, and what happens is that feeling of lack and wanting just gets transferred onto another desire. So maybe a better way to ask this question would be, if I had all I desired, how would I feel? If I felt complete in myself, if everything was as I want it to be, everything was as I desire it to be, how would I feel in myself? And then really surrendering to that feeling, surrendering to that idea. When there's a desire, there's always a striving forward. There's always a yearning or a pull or a longing to something else. And it's that unfulfillment that causes the reach out, the extension, or the movement towards something. But it's coming from a place of it's not there. So this is asking you to shift for yourself. How would it feel if I had everything I wanted, if I were already complete in my desires? How could I feel? And what would happen to me next? So it's funny, it's a strange feeling, because without that identity of it's not there quite, I'm still grasping it, it's dropping that identity and shifting onto the other side of it. Who am I without that grasping? Who am I without that yearning? So let's keep going. I'm interested to see where we're going with this. We've got the Princess of Wands. We've got the World. Funny. And then we've got the, wow, Scorpio. I just got the most enormous chills going up and down my the left side there. Now, guys, where do I even start with this? Because this is just amazing. So let's start in the middle with the World. This is an interesting world card. Not all world cards look like this, although it's fairly similar to the original tarot deck. But there's kind of hermaphroditic tendencies on this card. You see how it's both kind of male and female? And there's hermaphroditic tendencies in this Hanged Man. It almost looks female at times. And there's definitely, if you think of two man and woman coming together, that's hermaphrodite. So we've got this theme of wholeness coming together, two sides of one coin. This world is what happens when my desires are fulfilled and I become whole. So you've got that world sitting in the middle, talking to you about the presence of those desires and the presence of fulfilled desire. And that when you are aligned with the presence of your fulfilled desire, something amazing happens. First of all, your heart and your true self emerges without guard, without guile, and without distrust. She steps out brave and innocent, confident in her heart and confident that she's going to be fine and she's going to thrive no matter what. So it allows you to have a more heart-connected, a more open sense of self, because there's nothing she needs. If she's coming out of the world, if this represents your actions, and actions that come out of a completely fulfilled place, then there's nothing that can hurt her, because she doesn't literally need anything. She doesn't depend on anything else for her wholeness, and she can just go out and have the most amazing adventures and learn and grow and really experience true joy. That's coming very strongly through this card, just that feeling of pure joy, the joy of experience. That's available to you because you don't have all of that, well, it's not quite what I wanted, or when am I going to get what I want, or weighing it against your unfulfilled desires. When you're already aligned with the presence of your fulfilled desires, everything is just adventure. Everything is just experience. It doesn't have the same limitations that the other way of analyzing or assigning your world does. On the other side, we have the Lady, and this is confirmation. With these two together, this is enormous confirmation of your actual desires appearing in your physical life. Actually, the things that you want appearing. This is abundance coming to you, fertility coming to you. This is, I think, also why they want you to look at joy so much. Because if you're aligned in these two energies of, okay, what does my fulfilled desire feel like? I'm going to stay in that feeling. And then I just experience joy because I'm already fulfilled from the inside. It releases the pressure on the universe. It actually opens up the floodgates towards you, the good floodgates, not the bad ones. It actually releases your abundance towards you. When you were going through the other side of your desire, saying, well, this desire was partially fulfilled, this one's not fulfilled yet, and I don't know when that one's coming. What it does is it kind of pushes your desires away. It actually, the universe is trying to move forward towards you. It actually pushes them away. But this, when you live in this welcoming, opening, yeah, okay, I don't need anything, so I can just experience, you invite everything you've asked for into your field. It's really that simple. And it's just so strong and powerful for you now that it's amazing, really. Because this is not just ask, this is ask fulfilled. And I believe it's very clear what you're being asked to do. The other interesting thing, and if you're also a tarot card reader, you'll find this interesting, she's got a sword and a wand on this side that's on the side of the wands. And then she's got, and wands are typically masculine. And she's got cups and pentacles down here, which is water and earth, which is a feminine energy. And this card is all about water and earth, right? Earth, literally Earth Mother here. So we've got that feminine energy, masculine energy, feminine and masculine energy. So really talking about the sides coming together, the desired and the desire coming together, the fulfillment and the ask, the two sides of the opposite, the opposite sides of the same coin, all of that coming together. But it really starts with you aligning your thoughts and your feelings in the direction of that fulfillment and feeling the presence of your fulfilled desire. So, Scorpio, any questions about that, please let me know. You know, I always love to hear from you. And if you have other people in your life that are interested in this type of information, I would encourage you to share this channel with them. I do readings for all the signs, all 12 signs every week. If you don't see a specific sign yet, it's going to be released in the next couple hours. So I will look forward to seeing you next time. Have an awesome week, and until then.